Ladies, the more expensive, sophisticated, high maintenance, and successful you look, the more you will scare away men who are either broke, cheap, insecure, or intimidated. And that's a great thing because you don't want anyone who can't afford you.
Classy is quiet, it's intentional, it's powerful. She's not loud, but she demands the room. She's not flashy, but you feel her presence. She doesn't need to prove she's the one. She already knows, okay? Hey Rych Babes, it's Robyn Milan and welcome back to a Rich Girl's Glow Up. Today, we're talking about becoming that woman. The one who moves with grace, speaks with purpose, and never breaks character for chaos. The one they call classy. Not because of what she wears, but because of who she is. This isn't about being perfect. It's about being polished. So let's talk about 5 ways to elevate into your most classy, soft, unbothered version of yourself. All right, let's get right into it and I'll see you back soon.
Being classy is in, modesty is in. Being a classy woman is top tier. You at the top of the line because you don't see a lot of women with class. You don't see a lot of women being classy. You see a lot of women dressing just like Sexy Red and portraying themselves on social media like Sexy Red. So once you see a woman that's just classy, it just makes you look at her totally different. It shows that she got morals. It shows that she got some type of substance about herself. And I'm here to tell y'all that it's okay to be covered. It's okay to save yourself. It's okay to cover your body. You can be fully covered and you can still get the same attention as a woman that's half naked on social media. So I just like my new aesthetic because I'm in my skin. I feel good being fully covered. Like, I know I was in a bad place. Like, I was very low when I was on social media with shirts that show my breasts, or I'm showing half of my booty. I'm on social media attention seeking, and I'm ain't getting nothing but the wrong type of man that's coming in my DM because I'm on social media displaying myself as a sex symbol. That's what a lot of women got to understand. Once you on social media, you showing your booty and you showing all that, you showing all your goodies on social media. That's why men give you that type of approach, because you're showing off as like a sex symbol. So of course you're gonna get men coming to your DM and coming like this because you're displaying yourself in that type of light. So that's what I don't want to do, and that's why I'm just in the space of I'm gonna change my aesthetic and I'm loving my new wardrobe and I'm loving my new me.
Here's some things my mother taught me about being classy that I want to share with you ladies. 1, don't raise your voice. A high value woman, a classy woman does not raise her voice. When she's upset, she walks away, calms down, and comes back with respect, with a monotone or low voice, and is respectful to the other person and never raises her voice. And on that same note, never add fuel to a fire that's already burning. So if there is a heated argument, a heated situation, you never add more fuel to it. You let the fire cool down or completely extinguish, and then you come back to the situation. So just take the time to cool down and come back relaxed and respectful. Never show up to someone's house empty-handed. Never respond to a bully and never bully back. People that always have something negative to say, people that try to talk bad about you or bring you down, there is something going on inside of them already that is causing them to do that, because that is not a good act. That's not classy. It's coming from a place of hurt. So don't respond, don't give them your energy or your power, and don't entertain it back, because then you're going to that level, and we want to stay high value. Always smile. You never know what your smile can do to someone. It can make their day, it can make them feel like a warm place. Give it to strangers, give it to your friends and family. And actually, scientifically, if you smile long enough when you are sad yourself, you can actually convince your mind and your body to let go a little bit of that sadness and become happy. Never be too revealing, especially cleavage. When you leave a little bit of mystery, that is much classier than full skin tight revealing everything, because everything is already there. People can see everything. Invest in clothing and jewelry that is timeless and high quality, will last you a long time, because you never know, maybe your future daughter will want to carry your purse and it'll still look good 10, 20, 30 years down the line, versus these trendy pieces that are a part of fast fashion that, you know, won't look good a year, 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now. Always extend the favor and give back, not only with resources and money, but also education and advice. Of course, don't be giving people advice that they never asked for, but if you learned something that has helped you, make sure to pass that along. You never know who could help. And that is why I share my content on TikTok, and I love to help you ladies out.
Classy women don't have hurry sickness, and yes, it's a real thing. Here's how you're going to become a woman of poise and elegance using these tips. Welcome to part 11. Something I've observed is that elegant women never seem to be in a rush. One of the most important skills you have to master if you suffer from hurry sickness is time management. The key is to prioritize the most important tasks and tackle those first. Do your best to slow things down as much as possible. That way anything you do will come with a sense of calmness and decreased anxiety. Let's use dinner with the girls as an example. You've been working all day, dinner's at 7, but you get off of work at 5. Doesn't leave you with much time to get ready. Choose and try on your outfit the night before. Steam it if necessary and set it aside with your shoes and accessories. Have a tried and true hairstyle that always works and that you can easily create without thinking. Same goes for makeup if you want to wear any. I go as far as figuring out the parking situation at the restaurant, especially when going to dinner in New York. If there isn't valet, I'll pre-book a garage nearby to remove the stress of having to find street parking. Leave your home with plenty of time and make sure you factor in traffic. Ideally, you'll arrive 15 minutes early and stress-free. Let's be honest, sometimes racing against the clock can be unavoidable, but when the situation is in our control, planning ahead is going to make all the difference. A woman of elegance is rarely frantic and lives a soft life. Let me know if part 12 is something you ladies would be interested in.
Stay classy, ladies. Don't stoop to the level, especially with men who try to humble you or like get you to doubt yourself. Those types of men are always the worst. All right. They don't have anything to offer and they don't have high confidence within themselves. That's why they have to humble you. Any man that tries to humble you has low self-esteem, and they're never going to have high self-esteem until they get paid, until they get money. So remember, it's just a waste of time. If any man tries to humble you, they have low self-esteem and they're very feminine. Okay. Because when women try to do the same thing, when women talk trash, when women gossip, when women say negative things, it's because they're being catty and feminine and they're upset because you're their competition. Okay. Or whatever. It's the same with men. Any man that tries to bring you down a notch or humble you, they don't have high self-esteem at all because they can't impress you. So automatically cut them off and move on to the next that has what you need. And, you know, living in their masculinity.
How to be a more classy woman and just random etiquette tips. When you are eating out, obviously dress appropriately and modest for the situation. Your clothes are clean, ironed, no stains, your booty not hanging out, but also learn your body type and what fits your body right. 2, never have any personal items on the table. That includes your purse, your phone. Do not go on your phone, especially when you're talking to people. If you're having a conversation with somebody, your phone should be out of sight. Your purse should be placed behind you on your seat. If you need to brush your hair, fix your teeth, apply more perfume, you need to excuse yourself to the restroom and you just politely say, "Excuse me." You don't have to announce, "I'm going to the bathroom." Just, "I'm gonna excuse myself." If you get your food first, you wait until everyone else is served before you take a bite. I know the food look good. I know that fish looking real crispy. But you need to wait. Your elbows, Joan and Selena, do not touch the table. If you want your hands on the table, it's your wrists. Never your elbows. I hope everyone knows this, but you should fully chew your food and not smack and not talk with your mouth open. I know sometimes somebody will literally ask you a question right as you fill your entire mouth with food, but you just, 1 second, chew your food, drink a little bit of your drink, which is always on the right, and then speak. Always sit upright. And whenever I think of posture, I always think of there's a string on my head and your shoulders go up, back, and you drop. So just sit, just sit up straight. You know what I'm saying? It's good for your back. Vocabulary, always use please and thank you, you guys. If you're at a restaurant, just be kind. Just simply be kind and work on your cursing. I know a lot of us got a potty mouth. Try to expand your vocabulary. There's so many other words you could be using. Try to work on your cursing. Holding a cup, you always hold the stem of the cup. Always say hello to everyone at the table. I don't care if you don't know them. Say hello to everybody. Be welcoming, be present. Don't be super loud. There's a lot of things Your appearance and how you present yourself says a lot about you, you guys. Your femininity, be kind, be smiley, smile at everybody. More tips coming soon!
These are the things that the classy girls do to maintain their status and get everything that they want. First, I would say wearing kitten heels. Now, this doesn't have to be all day, every day, but maybe opting for them instead of your normal shoe one day could be a step in the right direction. You could get really cute kitten heels from Nordstrom, Steve Madden, Amazon, Gianni Beanie, anywhere. Second, kind of on the theme of kitten heels is wearing open-toed shoes. Now, spring and summer is coming around, and I feel like open-toed like sandals, open-toed kitten heels, open-toed heels are so cute. There's nothing better than just showing your toes because I feel like that screams like spring and summer. It screams I really put in a lot of effort, if that makes sense. Like you're not even putting in that much effort, but you are by showing your toes. Next, I would say applying a balm before you apply your perfumes. You always want to smell good. I talk about this all the time. But when you apply like a balm or something like creamy, like a base underneath maybe like a rollerball perfume or a spray or a mist, it just makes it last 10 times longer and it makes the fragrance deeper. I have this big tub and I just apply my Vaseline to my heat points that I know that I'm gonna put my rollerball on, or the points that I know that I'm gonna spray. And your heat points I think are here, here, and like in the crevices. That's where the most heat is emitted from your body. The scent and the fragrance kind of just mixes with your pheromones and it smells deeper and it kind of smells more customized to you. Next is having a signature lip combo. This is something that people know you for, something that you can apply in 2 seconds and something that's so easy to put on. This is a liner and a gloss, or a liner, a lipstick, and a gloss, just something, a liner and Vaseline, something. My lip combo right now is so basic. It's either Cork, look how much I have left of it. It's either Cork from MAC and this e.l.f. in Jam Session, or it's this nude liner from LA Girl. I've talked about it a lot actually. And this same lip oil, or I do the shade right above this one. Next is doing blowouts instead of straightening your hair, or in combination to them, but just maybe including blowouts in your hair care routine. So for the times that you're not wearing your natural hair in its natural state, or braids, or any protective style, when you straighten your hair or when you want to have it straight, maybe just opt for a blow drying wand in your routine in addition to straightening it, or in your routine in lieu of straightening it. I feel like blowouts really lock in the shine, lock in the moisture, and honestly are a little bit healthier for your hair instead of just straightening it. Lastly, I think it's just always being positive, being nice. Just find the positive thing in the day and run with it. Like, nobody wants to be around a mean person. Nobody wants to be around a grumpy person. Just be cool and just vibe. That's really it. Yeah, and these are things that you can do. You can do them if you want to. You cannot do them if you don't want to. It does not matter. These are just some tips, some tricks, and just a list of things that I've observed. And yeah, that's basically it.
All right, Rych Babes, here are my 5 ways to become a classy woman. Number 1 is she knows when to speak and when to stay silent. Classy women do not argue in public. She knows her tone is her power. She never raises her voice to match someone else's chaos. Silence isn't weakness, it's control. Number 2 is she keeps her business private. She's not always posting. She's not announcing every move. She values privacy because peace lives in discretion. The more you protect, the more you preserve, okay? Number 3, her look is clean, not loud. Classy isn't about trends. It's about timeless, neutrals, clean nails, soft scents, minimal but intentional. She dresses how she wants to be remembered, not noticed. Number 4, she commands respect without demanding it. She doesn't need to say, "I'm not the one." Her boundaries say it for her. Her energy speaks louder than her words. And when she say no, it sticks. And lastly, number 5, she chooses grace over reaction. Someone tries to embarrass her, she smiles. Someone throws shade, she lets it float. She doesn't react to nonsense because her reputation is too expensive to risk.
Looks matter. Lose the weight, get the filler, make sure your hair is done, keep your nails done. Develop a skincare routine. Perfect your makeup. Figure out which makeup looks good for your face shape and your skin tone. Develop a wardrobe that looks good for you. Not everything looks good on everybody. Figure out what your body type is and figure out what clothes fit your body type. Talk like a lady. Be very classy, very demure. Soften your voice. Stop cussing so much. My point is, be a lady, be feminine, invest in your looks, take your looks very serious. Watch your life go from here to here in a short amount of time. A woman's value increases with her looks, and a man's value increases with his money and his net worth. That's it. That's the video.
Is that people be mad when you carry yourself a certain way. It's just certain things I don't want to do. It's just certain things for me that I feel like a woman should not do, and I'm not going to do it. Simple. I'm not trying to make nobody be me, and I don't want to be nobody else. But it's certain things I'm not going to do, and certain things I'm not going to be around. Certain females I'm not going to be around because I don't want that attached to me. Period. I don't want it attached to me, and I don't have to explain myself to nobody. I don't want to be around somebody who does not align with me. And I have every right to feel that way. You don't have to like it, but you gotta respect it. Stay out of my way.
Things my mother taught me about being classy, part 6. A classy woman does not over-sexualize herself. This goes hand in hand with something that I've talked about before, which is not showing too much cleavage, not trying to brag about herself, and trying to be the center of attention. A classy woman doesn't need to do that. Her energy and her aura speaks for herself, and she doesn't need to reveal so much of her body and over-sexualize herself in order to get that attention and for people to like her. Think about how genuine the attention would be from someone when you are fully clothed versus when you are fully naked. If someone can respect you when you have nothing showing, that is genuine respect and love. Always be the bigger person. Don't have a huge ego and pride to go head to head with someone if you're in a situation. Just try to be the bigger person. It's better for you because you walk away with peace of mind and you know that you were the bigger person. So if someone's being constantly draining or trying to get a reaction out of you, just don't stoop to that level. Be the bigger person, apologize, walk away, be done. Your energy is precious and it's not worth that. Choose good friends. Your friends are a reflection of who you are. There's a saying that says that you are the combination of the closest 5 people to you, and that's really important because the perception that people have of your friends is the perception that people will have of you. And this isn't so shallow to say care what your friends look like, but care how they act and behave. There is a difference between having different style than your friends and being completely different than your friends. And sometimes style has nothing to do with it. You can be dressed the exact same style, but one friend could be obnoxious and rude, have no manners, and that is also a reflection of you. So be cautious of that and the company that you keep. Respect everyone from the servers to the janitors to the billionaires and the CEOs. This one's a bit random, but it's don't use your finger to point at people, don't snap at people, and don't clap at people. It's not classy. It's not classy to have too many piercings. One on each ear should be perfect, but if you have any more than that, the more and more you do, the more you're reaching that not classy. I remember I had a nose piercing at one point, and let's say that my parents weren't too happy. And I still have the hole from it, and I wish that I didn't because I would never put it back in. Make sure that your makeup looks good, but don't overdo it. Enhance your beauty, work on your skin so that your skin is beautiful. Don't put on so much makeup that you look like a completely different person. The more natural, the better. I should have also prefaced these videos by saying that I'm not 100% perfect. Many of these things I have made mistakes on, but I've learned from. And also keep in mind that these are specific to cultures. So in some cultures where it's okay to show a little more cleavage and it's not seen as not classy, in my culture, it's not classy. So keep that in mind. This is also cultural based.
One compliment I often get is, "You're so elegant." So I thought I'll do a video sharing my tips on elegance. But first, let's define elegance. Elegance for me is the ability to exude confidence as a result of being comfortable in your own skin. So how does this comfort come about? I'm going to touch on 3 points that I often consider that allow me to exude confidence. The first one is clothing. When it comes to clothing, I often take into account the fitting of the outfit. Say, for example, if I was faced with a choice of a really tight outfit versus one that is slightly loose, I would opt for the one that is slightly loose, because the tight one would mean that I probably couldn't breathe and I would struggle to walk in it, thus not allowing me to exude confidence in the way I carry myself in that clothing. The same thing goes for an option that is short or long. If you find that you're always having to adjust a dress because it keeps coming up when you walk because it's too short, then you're much more likely to opt for a longer length. The same goes for a neckline. If you find that you were top heavy and you've got an outfit that means that you consistently find yourself adjusting your bra or adjusting your top, then it means you're not comfortable in that outfit. I would suggest going for one where you were comfortable with the neckline and you don't find yourself often having to adjust it. And when it comes to shoes, the same applies. If you find that you're someone who wants to wear heels but you're not comfortable walking in heels, then you have to consider options that are available out there. Say, for example, I am someone who likes a bit of height and I will wear heels, but I often don't like walking in stilettos because they will get caught in cobblestones and whatnot. So you find me opting for block heels that give me the height that I need but allow me to confidently walk in them. Next is accessories, something I always consider whenever I'm getting ready. I often lean towards chunky jewelries because I love statement pieces and I want to be able to enter in grand style without saying a word, but saying so much. And my jewelry kind of reflects that. As you can see, I've got beautiful vintage pearl earrings on and I've got a cocktail ring on to also match this outfit that I'm wearing. Small, intricate, detailed, fine pieces of jewelry is also a perfect way to exude elegance if that is your style, because I know not everyone wants chunky jewelry or wants to be as flamboyant as myself when it comes to accessories. And then finally, we have grooming. Here, I like to have my hair styled. I also feel like any hairstyle will do, and I'm talking messy buns, twist outs, bantu knots. It doesn't matter as long as you're happy and feel very comfortable in the style that you're carrying and you can exude that confidence. Next, we've got nails. The main rule that I often apply when it comes to my nails is having it at a length that allows me to do everyday things in a way that is comfortable for me. So that is something I often consider. And my safe color when it comes to my nails is red, because you can never go wrong with red, in my opinion. Red is such an elegant color, but then again, you have to go for a shade that complements your skin tone, and this, I believe, is the perfect signature red color for me. So these are the points I often take into account when it comes to elegance, and I'd love to challenge you to do the same. Ask yourself, do I feel comfortable in myself? Do I feel comfortable in my style? And when you do, you're able to elegantly exude confidence. If you enjoyed this video, then leave your thoughts below. I can't wait to share more on elegance. In the meantime, feel free to peruse my channel for more videos. I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.
So, to all of my natural nail girlies, I think you're on to something. I think my frontal lobe developed. Your girl is back to a natural square nail. Honestly, where has she been? This is giving classy. This is giving her frontal lobe has developed, and she's not here to impress anyone. She is here to remain classy.
The very first trait that all classy people have is that they have good composure. And this is not just about being classy. I've mentioned this when I'm talking about how to become elegant, how to become self-confident, how to, look proper, have good manners. All of these traits, all of these characteristics, the one important trait they have all in common is when a person is able to take control over their emotions. So having good composure is really important if you want to look confident, if you want to look classy, elegant, well, all those good terms.
Let's discuss 3 things
that helps a person to seem much more classy. 1. Your attire, the way you present yourself, the clothes you wear. Is that dress a bit too short for a classy lady? Or are you exposing too much cleavage? Those are pretty good questions. A classy lady doesn't expose herself. A classy lady pays close attention to what she wears to make sure she remains classy. Another behavior is that she doesn't use profanity. She doesn't walk around cursing and expressing herself with such vulgar language. She also attempts to always use proper grammar. That says she is a classy lady and is conscious of what she says and how she says it. A classy lady knows how to enter a room, not being boisterous, not making a scene. However, she subtly enters the room, introduces herself to individuals, interacts with them, and have great conversations to the point where she leaves an impression, and it's a good one. Keep in mind, if you decide to be classy, it takes work, it takes commitment, it takes proper decisions. Nobody is perfect. We make errors at times. However, being classy is a lifestyle. It doesn't depend on the day or the time. Being classy is a good thing.
Let's talk about this, Rych Babes. Being classy doesn't mean you're boring. It means you've elevated past the need to prove yourself. It's in the way you sit, the way you sip your drink, the way you say, I understand, instead of clapping back. A classy woman knows she doesn't have to be the loudest to be the most powerful. She lets other people do the talking while she does the becoming. The truth is, the old version of you would have reacted. She would have responded in every little thing. She would have tried to show someone how unbothered she was by acting bothered. But the new you, she smiles. She disengages. She disappears from rooms where her spirit isn't safe, because that's what class looks like. It's how you carry yourself when no one is watching. You're not over explaining anymore. You're not doing too much to feel seen. You're seen because you see yourself differently now. The glow up isn't loud. It's silent. It's in the pauses. It's in the boundaries. It's in the grace you give yourself when the world is testing you. So if you ever wondered how to become that woman, it starts with how you treat yourself when no one's looking, and it ends with how you teach the world to treat you without ever having to say a word. So my loves, keep your head high, keep your posture elegant, keep your energy expensive, and remember, the most powerful woman in the room is usually the one saying the least, okay? So become the woman who walks in the room and make people wonder. Secure the bag, protect your peace, and stay rich, Rych Babes. Love you.